So in our last lesson, we talked about internet dating, and we also talked about Jackie. So Jackie wants to meet a new man, or she wants to meet someone, and she doesn't mind if the person is maybe a friend.
السلام عليكم.
Walaikum salam. Hi Salma, how are you today?
Fine, and you?
I'm all right, thanks. So Jackie, she wanted to meet a friend, maybe more. If the person is interesting, why not? Maybe more. Okay. So we read about Jackie, what she likes to do. She likes cooking. She likes going out. She also likes staying at home. She loves tennis and she also does judo. So these are the things we learned about Jackie, and we also learned that she's interested in a man who's ideally between 28 and 38. So this is what she wants. And we also saw her her 2 dates with two men, Kevin. Okay, who's using a speakerphone? هنا هل أنت تستعملي في السبيكر من السبيكر ولا من السماعة هنا؟
speaker.
ما هو نسمع بصدى صوتي. عندك سماعة؟ Do you have an earphone?
نشوف بس.
Okay, thanks. All right, so remember the dates. So she went out. Jackie went out with Damon, and she also went out with Kevin. And we also found out that Jackie has lots of things in common with Damon. So they both went to Japan. They both like cooking. They both felt nervous. They both like Japanese culture, maybe. But with Kevin, they didn't have a lot of things in common, right? So they only liked dogs and judo. They did judo, both of them, but everything else they didn't like, or they didn't share. So here we also talked about okay, and here we also talked about how to find things in common. Remember, so the idea is if you agree with the person, this is what you should use. You should use so do I or nor do I. Not do I, just so and nor. انتوا كانت تتفكروا so and nor. هذا لما تتفقوا. This is when you're the same. You can use so and you can use nor. هذه ممكن طريقة ملخصة يعني أسهل. السو أنت بتستعملها لو أنك أنت متفق مع صاحبك أو مشترك معه and it's positive. Right? So if it's positive and it's the same, you should say so. وعلى بعدين حسب الجرامر. So am I, so do I, so did I, so have I, so can I, so يعني بتحط أي auxiliary, okay? Do, can, have, am على حسب اللي هو استعملها. ولو متفق معاه في النيجاتيف نفس الطريقة بتقول nor do I, nor am I, nor did I, nor can I, nor will I, nor would I. أي auxiliary نفس الauxiliary اللي هو حيستعمله صاحبك أنت حتستعمله في الاتفاق معه. أوكي؟ وصلت الفكرة قصة السو والنور؟
Yes.
Yeah. So لو في اتفاق if you're the same so and nor هذا اللي حتستعمل. وبعدين الauxiliary فعل مساعد بتغيرها حسب الجملة طبعا. But if you are different, لو أنت وصاحبك مختلف في اختلاف, you're not the same, you will use O. حتبدأ ب O. Okay? وحتدير عكس اللي داره صاحبك. If your friend uses positive, you have to, if your friend uses positive, you use negative. If your friend uses negative وانت بتختلف معاه أكيد حتختلف معاه بتستعمل العكس. Right? So if your friend says, I like chocolate. So you'll say, oh, I don't. Because like is present simple, don't is the negative of present simple. If your friend says, I'm from Libya, and you say, oh, I'm not. I'm from Egypt. I'm from Italy. Whatever. لو هو استعمل positive انت حتستعمل negative. لو هو استعمل negative لو قالك I don't like chocolate وانت بتختلف معاه بتقول oh I do. انت ما تحبش انا احب الشوكولاته. And so on. Do you get the idea? يعني هذه بصفة عامة ممكن طريقة تسهل على الفهم. السو والنور في الاتفاق. Okay, so if you are the same as the speaker اللي قبلك اللي يتكلم لو انت زيه you will use so or no. So or nor. So if it's the same, if it's positive, nor if it's the same and negative. يعني لو بنقسمهم ل two boxes. البوكس الأول هذا هنقوله هو البوكس بتاع the same. خلينا نكتبه the same. Let's write it here. Same. It means both of you are the same. The second box is when you are both different. If you're both different, هنستعمل البوكس الثاني. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. This is the general idea. أنت طبعا تكلمنا عليه أمس. We talked about it. Not yesterday. We talked about it on Tuesday. So let's continue in our topic today. So we finished this. We also finished the examples. Okay. Now let's do pronunciation. حتى هذا كملنا. The one about pronunciation. We talked about the different sounds. So we have the id sound. We only have this sound in verbs which end with T or verbs which end with D. So decided, needed, wanted, started, waited, and that's it. So these verbs, they have the id sound. فيهم الصوت اللي هو الid في الأخير. Want, wanted, need, needed, decide, decided, start, started, wait, waited. So we talked about this. All right, so now let's move on. Listen and circle the sentences you hear. Okay, now we have a listening question. So you're going to hear 6 sentences, لكن كل sentence حتسمعه مرتين. هو في الحقيقة مش نفسه اللي متعود, so you'll hear another one. But what I want you to do is I want you to choose the one you can hear, the one that you hear first. لو سمعتوا A قبل هنديروا circle on the A here. If you hear B first, we'll circle B, A, so on. Do you get the idea? So here just circle the one that you hear first.
Yes.
What's the difference, by the way? شنو الفرق بين اللي هم المجموعة A and المجموعة B? Who can tell me what's the difference between group
B in the past and A in the present.
That's it. صح صحيح. So اللي موجودين في group A كلهم على past صح لا؟ اللي موجودين في group B all of them are in the past. So A present, B past. تمام؟ يعني التمرين هو التركيز في قصة النهاية هي الإد الإي هذه الإي دي نهاية يعني نهاية past simple يبقوا تركزوا فيها. All right, so let's do this. Let's listen. Let me take you to the listening track. So we want track 27. Let's check track 27, CD1, track 27. Okay, here it is.
Track 27. 1.
I decided on Monday. I decide on Monday.
2.
We worked all night. We work all night.
B.
Okay, خلينا نروح
A
3.
They like Istanbul.
Okay, I have an idea. Let me play it المرة الأولى من غير توقف, okay? If you have a pen and paper, or a pencil and paper, just write A, B, that's all. And after that, we will listen again, and I will stop after each one, okay? فالمرة الأولى نسمعها ورا بعض, and the second time, I will stop after each sentence. All right?
Right.
So let's listen again one more time. So just write on your paper A or B.
Track 27. 1.
I decided on Monday. I decide on Monday.
2.
We worked all night. We work all night.
3.
They like Istanbul. They liked Istanbul.
4.
They stayed at a hotel. They stay at a hotel.
5.
I needed some money. I need some money.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
Okay. Okay, so number 2, is it A or B? Which one did you hear first?
B.
A
A,
B.
B?
B.
B.
Okay, and number 3, which one did you hear first?
B
A.
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 What about number 4?
B.
A
B.
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 B, A. Number 5?
B
B.
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 Okay, and the last one?
A
A.
A.
Okay. Let's listen one last time, but this time I'll stop after each one so we can check together.
Track 27. 1.
I decided on Monday. I decide on Monday.
2.
We worked all night. We work all night.
Which one's the first?
A
B.
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 All of you B.
A
Yes.
Hannah thinks it's A and everyone else thinks it's B. Okay, so it's actually B.
Oh,
Yeah, because she said we worked. Did
okay.
you hear it هنا؟ worked اللي هو كان فيها الجزئية الأخيرة worked اللي هي الإي دي طلع صوتها. He worked. Okay, let's listen to number 3.
3.
They like Istanbul. They liked Istanbul.
A.
That's right, yeah. A was the first one. ما كانش فيها الباست. They like Istanbul. They like. Okay, let's listen to the next one. Number 4. Let's check number 4.
4.
They stayed at a hotel. They stay at a hotel.
B.
B.
A.
B.
B is
A.
correct.
No.
They stayed. Did you hear the ED part? They stayed at a hotel. Let me check it one more time, just in case. Contact.
L.
4.
They stayed at a hotel. They stay at a hotel.
Right. So they stayed is the first one. They stayed. There's a d sound. مش id لكن دي عادية يعني. Stayed. Okay, very nice. Let's listen to number 5.
Track 27. 1.
Oops.
I decided I needed some money.
Sorry. Genoud.
They stay at a hotel.
Okay, number 5.
5.
I needed some money. I need some
B.
money.
B.
B first.
Correct. The first one was B. I needed. I needed. Correct.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
Right.
A.
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 Mhm.
A.
Correct.
B.
A or B?
A.
A.
A is correct. Yeah. They close at 10. لكن خلينا نتأكد منها الأخيرة.
Track 27.
They closed at 10.
Correct. A is correct. They close at 10. All right. So يعني مجرد تمرين على pronunciation, the difference between present and past. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about today's topic. So here we're going to talk about work, employment, and we'll also learn about 3 very different jobs. So we will learn about them today. Okay, let's start with some vocabulary here. So let's talk about employment. Okay, so we want to start with these words in the box. I want you to tell me which of these words do you know and which of them are new, okay? So I'm going to read them, and after that, if there's something new, we'll talk about it. So we have a good salary, friendly colleagues, my own office, long holidays, a good boss, job security, a company car, flexible working hours, opportunities for travel, opportunities for promotion, holiday pay, sick pay, on-the-job training, lots of responsibility. So let's tick the words we know, okay? اللي نعرفوهم خلينا ندير عليهم tick. So a good salary, does everybody know what a good salary means?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
No? Okay. So good salary means good money. Hannah?
Good income.
Salary means money.
Mm-hmm.
So salary is the money you get at the end of the month. Okay? So this is your salary. Money at the end of your month. That's salary. What about friendly colleagues? Do all of you know what colleagues means?
No.
No? Okay, Samiha, can you tell us what colleagues means in English?
People who work with them at the work.
People who work with you, right?
Yes.
So Rashid, in Arabic, what's colleagues in Arabic? What is it?
العمل.
Yes, exactly, that's correct. So a colleague is someone you work with, زميل عمل. صح. Okay. I think my own office, this is clear, right?
Yes.
So it means this office is only for you, right? My own office. What about long holidays? I think it's clear. Long holidays.
Yes.
Yeah. Like in Libya. In Libya, we have holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is a holiday in Libya,
Yes.
right? Nobody works. So, so it's like Libya. A good boss. Clear, I think, a good boss.
Mm-hmm.
A good manager, a good boss. Okay. Okay, this one, what do you think it means, job security? You can tell me. What do you think it means? Who can explain? What do we mean by job security?
In English.
In English, Rashid, yeah.
زمان stop
هو man who make the work safe. If there's a problem, you call them.
Okay, so it's a man who makes the place safe.
Yes.
Okay, this
I
is
think,
one of
like a museum. The man who watch the camera. in the night.
Okay.
stop at agent.
Stop.
At agent.
Agent.
آه.
ايش معناها؟ What do you mean?
يعني على البوابة.
Gate. You mean gate.
Okay.
اوكي. اوكي، هذه كلها محاولات كويسة. هم عادة صح، هم حتى الشخص اللي يحرس هذا يقولوا security، لكن عادة يقولوا security guard، حارس الأمن يعني. مرات يستعملوا فيها بالشكل هذا اللي انتم كنتوا تتكلموا عليه. They sometimes say security guard. I work as a security guard. وهذا اللي حكيتوا عليهم، اللي هم نلقوهم في المتحف، يراقبوا في الكاميرات أو في البوابات أو في المراكز، مسؤولين عن الأمن. security guard. هذه في حد ذاتها security guard تعتبر أصلاً job، هي وظيفة. right؟ يعني غادي في الغرب مثلاً most retired policemen، خصوصاً هم المتقاعدين، يشتغلوا بعد تقاعدهم مرات في القطاع الخاص، يخدموا كسكيورتي جاردز بحكم أن عندهم يعني تدريب وعندهم خلفية في الأمن وكذا. So security guard it's a job. أو مثلا اللي كانوا في الجيش والحاجات هذه. But job security is a bit different. مش نفس الشيء. It's a bit different. What do you think, Najat? What is job security? What's your guess? Can you guess what job security is, Najat? Najat's not there. Who can guess? Suhaib, can you guess job security? No? Abdullah?
There is the man mean security, the bank or yes, or the king.
اوكي هذا اللي بصفة عامة كنت تدعو عليه اللي هو security guard. هذا موضوعنا الأول security guard. لكن job security has another meaning. Okay, so I'll tell you what it means. Job security, it means in this job the manager or the boss will not fire you. You won't get fired easily. It's a safe job. Do you get the idea? Because job security means that no one can fire you easily.
Yes.
So if you make a small mistake at work, it's no problem. You won't get fired. Do you know what it means, get fired? Fired, this word, fired. When you're fired from your job, yes. What does it mean? Who can explain it? What does it mean? You're fired.
يتم طردك.
Yes, exactly. But if your job has good security, it's not easy to fire you. Do you get the idea? Because in some jobs, in some bad jobs, they can fire you anytime. Of course, this is not very good. يعني ما فيش أي موظف حيحب يخدم في وظيفة سهل الطرد فيها أو ما عندهاش فيها حقوق، ما فيش عقد واضح. Do you get the idea? هو فكرة العقود كلها لحماية الموظفين، أن ما يجيش حد يلزه بكل سهولة. Do you get the idea? طبعا في الغرب الموضوع هذا very very important, because if you don't have a job you'll become homeless next month, right? حتلقى روحك في الشارع بعد شوية، مش زي في ليبيا جو مليح. So موضوع job security في الغرب very very important. أغلب القوانين اللي هم القوى العاملة والنقابات الموظفين حاجتها هي مهم قصة job security قدر الإمكان أن الموظف ما يلتزجش بسهولة. يعني لو توظف وكان عنده كفاءات مفروض إلا لو اللي هي المخالفات الكبيرة جدا يتم طردها يعني، لكن هيك في حاجات صغيرة لا. You get the idea؟ ممنوع يعني. في الغرب صعب الطرد من غير سبب. They can't fire you.
كأنه تأمين هيك دكتور ولا حاجة.
نوع من بالضبط نوع من التأمين في الوظيفة، نوع من العقود واحدة منهم، أن ما دام عندك عقد سنوي ولو أنت ما خليتش اللي هم زي ما تقول البنود الكبيرة اللي هي مثلا اعتداء على الزملاء، التأخير لأكثر من عدد معين من الأيامات بدون عذر، الحاجات اللي هي زي ما نقولوا احنا العمايل الكبيرة يعني، البنود هي لو ما تخطيتهاش ممنوع عليهم قانونا، يعني رئاسة الشركة ممنوع عليهم الHR يلزوك، ممنوع خلال العقد السنة ذيك. وبعد لما يجي نهاية السنة هم عندهم الحق يجددوا أو ما يجددوا لكش مثلا. هذا اللي هو زي ما نقولوا أغلب الوظائف اللي في الغرب الجوب سيكيورتي ماشي، حتى في ليبيا أعتقد في القطاع الخاص بدو يجيبوا في الأفكار يعني ما عادة ما يلزوكش ما لم تكون يعني مشكلة كبيرة، في العادة ممنوع الطرد يعني. this is job security. This is what it means. والموضوعكم الأول اللي تكلمتوا عليه اللي هو يقولوا security guard اللي هو الحرس بصفة عامة الأمن. لكن النقطة اللي تكلم عليها عبد الله اللي قال king، هذا عادة يقولوا bodyguard. في فرق بسيط بين البودي جارد وبين السكيورتي. اللي هو الحرس الخاص هذا bodyguard private، لكن security عادة لمؤسسة أو لشركة أو ل a place usually. So, but a bodyguard is usually for a person. So actors, maybe kings, presidents, ministers, politicians, sometimes they have bodyguards. Okay, now, so we understand job security. What about a company car? I think it's clear. In Libya, very popular, this company car. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What about flexible working hours? What does this word flexible mean? Do you know what it means, flexible working hours?
No.
جدول العمل.
Okay, so this is working hours. Yeah. But flexible, it means you don't have to work at the same time. So flexible, it means you can work in the morning, you can work in the afternoon. It's up to you. Do you get the idea? So flexible اللي هي يقصدوا به طبعا مرن، جدول مرن، مرونة. Do you understand? Of course, most jobs don't have flexible working hours, right? Most jobs you have to work from maybe 9 to 5, or maybe from 5 to, I don't know, 8 or whatever. Do you understand? So عادة في جدول. But flexible working hours, it means أحيانا تختلف ساعات العمل من يوم ليوم. Okay?
عمل إضافي. أوكي.
لا مش عمل إضافي، معناه الجدول نفسه مش وظيفة، ما هيش وظيفة ستاندرد عادية يعني، مش زي الوظائف الصباحية مثلا. وظيفة فيها نوع من المرونة، مثلا الصحفيين مرات في مقابلاتهم يخدموا في العشية مثلا، في أيامات ما عندهمش صبح مثلا، أو maybe اللي هم اللي يشتغلوا اللي هم بالكمبيوتر برمجة أو حاجات زي هيك أو يوتيوب أو ما عندهمش ساعات ثابتة يعني يقدر يشتغل في العشية يقدر يشتغل. العمل الخاص بصفة عامة إيش يقولوا له العمل الخاص؟ هو البزنس الناس اللي عندها وظائف بروحها يعني أو صاحب متجر صاحب محل يعني عنده نوع من المرونة في أوقات العمل. This is the meaning. Flexible, مرن. Okay?
Okay.
Opportunities for travel. What does this mean? The word opportunities. What does it mean? Opportunities. What do you think? Opportunities, it means like chance. Do you know the word chance? Chances?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it mean? A chance or an opportunity?
فرصة يعني.
Yes, so an opportunity means يعني فرصة. Opportunities for travel.
Multiple options.
It's like an option, yeah. So in some jobs, there are more opportunities for travel, right, Najat? So, for example, like actors or football players, maybe Formula One drivers, right? So in their jobs, there's lots of opportunity to travel. Or athletes, يوم في الأولمبيات مثلا, there's lots of travel. But for example, for teachers, not a lot of travel because you teach a class in the same country, right?
Yes.
So opportunities for travel, this is different from one job to another. على حسب الوظيفة أكيد بتختلف فرص العمل، فرص السفر. Alright? Okay, now حجينا الكلمة هذه مرة ثانية. Opportunities for promotion. What does this word mean, promotion?
Graduate your job maybe.
Okay, can you give us an example of promotion?
Maybe for graduated from
Okay, usually promotion, it means your job gets better with time, right? So maybe in the first year, maybe they give you $500 and you do 5 things, right? But after 2 years, when you become better, maybe they'll give you $700 and you'll do 4 things or 3 things. So you'll become higher. So you start
Like
here.
raises.
You become a little better, and maybe after 20 years, you'll become the boss of the company, right?
or
So
like from third doctor to second, or
yeah, you start
after a few years.
Exactly. You start as attachment, then you get a contract, you become a GP, then you become a specialist, and maybe after 50, 60 years, you become a consultant, right? So,
Yes.
so this means each time you are promoted. So in Arabic, what does it mean, promotion or to be promoted?
ترقية.
ترقية بالضبط، ترقية وظيفية، يعني كل مرة رتبتك الوظيفية تترقى. In some jobs, of course, there are more opportunities for promotion, right? So if it's a big company and maybe you have very good skills, maybe it's easy to be promoted. But maybe in some jobs, مثلا في القطاع الحكومي, maybe نقول مثلا البنوك, for example, I don't know about banks.
Same degree till that.
Yeah, أعتقد ما فيهاش هذاك البروموشن نفس الشيء, right? ما فيش هذيك الفرص للترقية يعني. This is what we mean by promotion. Okay, so promotion وضحت. Then we have holiday pay. I think this is clear because in most jobs you have 1 month holiday, right? And this is paid.
Yes.
Do you understand? It means if you take 1 month off, this is paid. You'll still get your salary. I think almost all jobs now have this. So you have
Yes.
so you have 1 month off a year. This is holiday pay. This is what it's called, holiday pay. Sick pay is the same thing. Sick pay usually means if you're sick and you can prove it, you'll still get paid. It's not it won't be counted absent as an absent day. يعني مش هيحسبوه لك غياب لو في عذر.
Is amount.
Yeah, 6 days. How many days? 6.
3 day a month.
Yeah, 3 days a month. Exactly. Yeah. So you have 3 days a month. This is your sick days. Your sick pay, and usually you're paid. ما يعتبرش مخصوم يعني. ما دام ما في عذر. هذا المعنى. Okay. So sick pay, holiday pay. Of course, these are good things in a job. Anybody who wants a new job.
excuse me. وهوليدي داي يعني شنو بالعربي؟
holiday اللي هي العطلة holiday. holiday pay هي نقصده اللي هي العطلة المدفوعة، العطلة السنوية. ما نقصدوش اللي هو نهاية الأسبوع، لا نقصد اللي هي عطلتك السنوية اللي هي من السنة بتاعك عندك اللي هو
يعني يعطوك الراتب مش مخصوص.
يا بالضبط، عطلة براتب، إجازة مدفوعة الراتب. مش اسمه المصطلح نستعمل فيه في ليبيا احنا، إجازة مدفوعة حاجة زي كي، إجازة مدفوعة يعني. Okay. This is the meaning. Yeah.
إجازة سنوية.
Yeah, بالضبط إجازة سنوية. Yes. Okay, we have on-the-job training. So, on-the-job training, this is when a company will hire you, يعني يوظفوك, and after you're hired, they will give you more training. Do you get the idea? So, they will train you after you start with the company. So, training is part of the job, not before. يعني حتى لو أنت مش متدرب في الحاجة المعينة حيدربوك هم الشركة نفسها. Do you get the idea? So this is the meaning. On the job, it means خلال الجوب نفسها. It's included in your work. So when you're hired, when you start with them, they will show you, they will train you and teach you. This is the meaning of on-the-job training. In Libya, do we have on-the-job training?
Yes.
Yes.
I think in private companies, yes. أغلبهم فيهم. أغلب القطاع الخاص فيه الكلام هذا. Usually if you start, they will give you some kind of training باش تاخذ على الوظيفة الجديدة. I think in almost all private companies مطلوب الموضوع هذا لأن حيسهل عليهم هم. If they train you in the beginning, you know how to work later. So it's standard, I think, in many companies. Okay, lots of responsibility. Do you know what this means? Lots of responsibility?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does it mean in English? Lots of responsibility. Can you give me an example of a job with lots of responsibility, Samiha?
Like doctor or nurses.
Yes.
It's a very big responsibility.
You're right. Doctors, nurses, policemen, security guards, firemen, the army, if there's war.
I think it's jobs which deal with the soul of the people.
Yeah, exactly. Jobs which deal with life and death, usually. Yes. This is usually, these people have lots of responsibility, right? So this is the meaning. Responsibility means there are many important things you have to take care of, مسؤوليات. All right? So all of this is, of course, related to employment. But what does the word employment mean in Arabic? What does it mean, employment? Who knows what this word means, employment? توظيف الوظيفة لي علاقة بال employment. خليني أكتب لكم بعض الكلمات اللي تعتبر لها علاقة ب employment. So if you see any of these words, let's write them here. So we have employment, we have employee, we have employer, we have employed, we have unemployed, unemployed. شو تاني عندنا؟ unemployed, employed, employee, unemployment. Okay, all of these words are related to work. Do you get the idea? هم المعاني مختلفات شوية على بعض أكيد. But each one, all of them actually, are related to jobs, work. Do you understand? So an employee is a person who will work for the company. يعني الموظف نفسه. Okay, employee. Employer اللي هو حيكون الباص اللي حيوظفك، اللي حيعطيك الوظيفة، اللي هو الباص بتاعك. This is the employer، صاحب الشركة أو اللي حيعطيك المهنة. Employed, it means you are working, you have a job. If you say I'm employed, it means you have a job. وعكسها unemployed, it means I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. Michael is unemployed. He was fired last month. He's unemployed. He's looking for a job, but he's unemployed. And of course, unemployment is a big problem in many countries, right? So what does unemployment mean? Who can tell me? Unemployment. The عكس employment. What does it mean? Who can tell me? Unemployment. In Arabic.
You don't have a job.
Yes, if you don't have a job, this means you're unemployed, right? لكن على بعضها كلها unemployment اللي هي البطالة. Unemployed عاطل عن عمل. If you talk about yourself, if you say I'm unemployed, معناها أنت عاطل عن عمل. But unemployment اللي هي البطالة بصفة عامة. عادة في النشرات تسمعها مثلا unemployment levels are 13% in Libya, for example. This means 13% of young people don't have a job. They're unemployed because the country has high unemployment. يعني مش مهم جدا الكلمات هذه تعرفوا بالضبط كل واحدة حاليا، لكن المهم تعرفوهم أن كلهم لهم علاقة بالجوب. كل ما تلقوا الكلمة هذه employee, employer, it means it's something to do with work. لها علاقة بالعمل. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's talk a little bit here in part B. I want you to think of a few sentences. It says here, write 5 sentences about your job or the job you'd like to have in the future, and you can use phrases from 1A. Okay, so the idea of this exercise, you need to think of 5 sentences to share with us. Of course, all these sentences have to do with work. So you can talk about your current job, وظيفتك الحالية لو أنت تشتغل حاليا. You can talk about your job now, or you can talk about a job you would like to have in the future. And you can use some of these phrases. For example, I'm going to talk now about my job, okay? So in my job now, I have my own office, which is my bedroom, right? I have a good boss because I'm the boss. I think I have good job security because nobody can fire me. I don't have a company car. I don't really have flexible working hours now because I have a timetable, so my working hours are kind of fixed. I don't have a lot of opportunities for travel. I don't think I have opportunities for promotion either. I don't get any holiday pay. I don't get sick pay either. There's no on-the-job training, and I also have lots of responsibility. I think I have lots of responsibility. So here I talked about my own job now, okay? But you can talk about your job. And if you're still a student or if you don't have a job yet, you can talk about in my next job or in my future job, I would like, يعني اللي ما عندهاش وظيفة ويبي يشتغل في المستقبل, you can write this. You can say, I'd like and you can talk about the things you'd like. And لو في حاجة ما تبيهاش في وظيفتك المستقبلية you can say I wouldn't like to have. طبعا لازم حتى to have حتى في الأولى مفروض كذا 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 for example. والأولى تقدر تضيف عليها I'd like to have لو الحاجة في وظيفتك المستقبلية. You can say I'd like to have. You get the idea? Does everybody understand the exercise?
Yeah.
Yeah. وهذا أعطيك أمثلة حتى ممكن تساعدكم زي اللي مكتوبة هنا. هذا لو عندكم وظيفة حاليا you can say in my job now I have وتسموا الأشياء اللي عندكم. تقدروا تستعملوا من الفريزز اللي في البوكس. لو ما عندكمش job I'd like to have a job with opportunities for promotion because it's important to improve in your job, for example. But before we start, take a few minutes. فكروا شوية رتبوا روحكم. Take a minute or two. I'll give my cat some food and I'll be back, okay, in a minute. So see you in a minute, okay? I'll be back in a second. Okay, who's ready? Who would like to tell us about their job?
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Rash. Tell us about your job.
In my job now, I should to sleep 12 hours a day. I don't have salary. I have a long holiday. I have my own bed. It's job security.
There's lots of job security, right? So you have, nobody will fire you from your job now. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have lots of responsibility in your job?
No.
No responsibility. So this means you're unemployed. You don't have a job, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's listen to someone else. Selma, would you like to tell us about your job, or maybe the job you would like to have in the future?
Okay. I'd like to have a job with good salary and a good boss.
Okay.
Long holidays. Opportunities for travel.
You want to have opportunities for travel?
Yeah.
Okay. What about friendly colleagues? Do you think that's important to have friendly colleagues?
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And what about you, Najat? Tell us a little bit about your job. What do you have in your job?
Okay, because most of the just problem about the work. Now my work is private.
Yeah, a lot better in this way,
my
right?
job now is much better.
Yeah.
I work on my own office. I have a good salary.
Right.
3,000.
That's great.
Yeah. I have a good boss, my husband.
That's excellent.
Yes, I have a friendly colleague, 2 secretary. I have flexible working hour from 2 to 3 hours a day.
So this means you can work any hours you choose. You don't have to.
Yeah.
This is what it means, actually. Flexible working hours. This is what it means. Yeah. You can choose the work. You can choose the hours you want to work.
Yes, I can work even at home.
That's great. Yeah.
Holiday pay and sick pay.
Sorry?
I have a holiday pay and sick pay.
That's great. Do you have lots of responsibility in your job?
No, I don't have any responsibility.
I think this is the most important thing in a job, not to have responsibility, right?
Very safe.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. As long as the relationship with the boss is good, then you have job security.
Yes, every mistake he took the responsibility.
Yeah, that's a good deal, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to add something?
No.
Okay.
I wait for opportunity for travel.
You want. You'd like. So this means you would like.
Wait.
You're waiting.
Yes, I'd like it.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll get an opportunity to travel. Okay, so this is a good example. Let's listen to someone else talk about their job. or a job they would like to have. Suhaib, would you like to tell us about your job, or maybe a job you would like to have in the future?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. You can tell us.
Yes, in my job in the future, I would like to have a company car and my own office and long holidays.
Okay.
And I wouldn't like to have
you wouldn't like to have
flexible working hours.
You don't want to have flexible working hours?
Yes.
But this is a good thing, Suhaib, right?
Yes.
You don't want it?
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, because it's a long hours of work.
Not necessarily. When you say flexible working hours, it doesn't mean long. It means, for example, let's say your job you have, let's say you have 6 hours, okay? For example, every day.
Yes.
If you have a regular job, if you have a normal job, this means you have to work from 9 a.m. in the morning to 3 o'clock, for example, every day. Excuse me. So you have to work from 9 to 3 every day. This is regular, okay? This is normal.
Yes.
But flexible working hours, this is up to you. If you want to work from 9 to 3, okay. From 3 to 9, okay. From 4 to 10, okay. If you want to work at night,
yes.
From 9 to 3, okay. It's up to you. You get the idea. This is flexible.
Yes, yes.
So you don't want flexible. You want regular hours.
No, I won't.
Yeah, I think flexible is comfortable because not a lot of jobs have flexible hours actually. الحقيقة يعني صعب أن تلقى هالوظائف فيهم الموضوع الفlexible. أغلبهم ما فيهمش. So if you have a job with flexible hours, if you get one, I think that's a good thing. Okay,
and,
what else?
And in my job now, I have long holidays.
Okay, this is a good thing. So you have long holidays now. Are they paid holidays or not all of them are paid?
I don't understand you.
You said that you have. Are you talking about your job now? أنت تتكلم عن الوظيفة الحالية.
Yes, I'm studying.
Okay. So this means if you're a student, you don't have paid holidays. ما عندكش إجازات مدفوعة.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you have a normal job, not a student, usually you will have a paid holiday 1 month a year. It's paid. So you'll get your salary and you can have your holiday, right?
Yes.
Okay, very nice, Suhaib. That's great. Let's see, Samiha. Tell us a little bit about your job, Samiha. Some of the things you have, and maybe you can also talk about some of the things you would like to have. تقدر تتكلمي عن اثنين الحاجات اللي عندك في وظيفتك حتى الحاجات اللي مش موجودة بس you would like to have in your job. Maybe in the future if you get a promotion or something.
Okay. In my job now, I don't have a good salary, and I don't have my own office, and no, I don't have long holidays. But I have friendly colleagues and a good boss. There is a lot of responsibility of my job, and I'd like in the future to have my own office or polyclinic and good salary and long holidays when I want.
I think that's a good plan.
Yes.
What about promotion? Would you like opportunities for promotion? I think that's a good thing for any doctor, right?
Yes, I have, yes.
Okay, hope you you make the most out of it. I think that's a good thing.
Inshallah.
All right, so all of these things you can use to talk about your job or things that you would like to have in your future job. So all of these phrases يعني عبارات دي كلها لها علاقة بالتوظيف وبالعمل وبالمواضيع هذه. Okay, now let's move on to our next exercise.
Can you tell us about your job, please?
Okay, I actually told you, but I'll tell you about my current job now. So in my current job now, I have an okay salary, I think. Maybe it'll get better if I have more students, but it's okay for now. I don't have any friendly colleagues. I don't have colleagues, actually. I do, but not with me in my same year, right? With me physically, I mean. I have my own office. My office is my bedroom, so it's mine. I don't have long holidays. I have a good boss because I'm the boss and I'm good, so I have a good boss. Yeah. And job security, I think I have job security. Nobody will fire me because it's my page, so I have job security. I don't have a company car. I don't think I need a company car for now because most of my work is at home, so I don't need to go out a lot like before. Now I don't have flexible working hours, but I'd like to have flexible working hours. I don't know how. I think it's a bit impossible with the teaching schedule, but I don't know. Maybe I can have more teachers on the page. I'll have to think a bit about it. So for now, unfortunately, I don't have flexible working hours. I don't really have any opportunities for travel either, because I can of course travel and work because it's online, but the job itself, it doesn't really have any opportunities for travel. The same thing for promotion. I don't think there are many. I think there are some opportunities to expand the business, to make the page maybe bigger, employ teachers, something like this. Yes, of course, there are opportunities, but it's not like regular jobs. It's not a promotion. I don't have holiday pay. I don't have sick pay, actually, because if I'm absent from a lesson, if I'm sick, I have to repeat the lesson. So I don't really have any sick pay. I don't have on-the-job training. I think I have lots of responsibility, I think, because I have to cover the daily schedule. I have to do my job as best as possible, because if my job isn't done well, then the students, you can notice that the job is, the course is not good, the teacher is not good, the book is not good, and then I won't get customers and my business will suffer. So I think this is the same for everyone, not just me. I think anybody who's working has to think about his responsibility or her responsibility. They have to offer good service and work well, because your customers or the people who benefit from your service, they need to know that you offer premium service, you offer good service, better than your competitors, or at least good service. So they'll come back and they'll buy from you, or they'll use your facilities, or they'll take your advice, or whatever. So this is my job now. It was a bit different before, but now this is how it is, I think. So I hope that answered your question.
That's great, thank you.
Okay, good. That's great.
I think for you.
Sorry?
I think this job is better than before.
Me too. I think this one is a little better than before. I've tried a few things. I like to try things. I've tried working as a doctor. I've tried also a medical representative for a company. I've also taught for a long time, actually, in classes, almost 10 years, 11 years, actually. The last class I taught was in January. It was in a class before Corona. This was in January. It's okay. I like teaching in classes, but it has also, there are advantages, there are disadvantages of teaching a class. For example, compared to teaching online, because when it's online, it's your own business, it's your own thing. But when you're working with a school, you get paid by the school, right? And usually what happens is, even if the teacher is good, then the students will say the school is good. The teacher is, you know, secondary. So this is a disadvantage, of course, for the teacher and an advantage for the school. So, you know, there are a few things which are good and bad. But of course, when it's a school, there isn't a lot of responsibility. It's not like with your own page. Because with school, you just do your hours and you go home. 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Less responsibility with the school.
Yes.
Okay, so this is employment. Now we're going to read, or we're going to learn about 3 people. So we have Rick here. And in the second photo, you can see Lorna. This is Lorna. And in the third photo, let me show you, we have Bernie. Can you see Bernie here? So we have 3 people with 3 different jobs. And actually it says here, look at photos A to C. Who is a paramedic? Who's an interpreter? And who's a football referee? I know maybe these words are new, but you can just guess now. Who's a paramedic? Who's an interpreter? And who's a football referee? I think football referee is easy. Who's the football referee?
He's Bernie.
Bernie. So Bernie is our football referee. So that's correct. Okay, so we answered football referee. Who's the paramedic and who's the interpreter? What do you think?
Lorna.
Lorna is paramedic.
Correct. So Lorna is the paramedic and Rick is the interpreter. Okay. So now let's find out more about these jobs and let's think about them. So it says here, which phrases from number 1A is true for each job? First of all, let's start with Bernie. What is a football referee, or what does a football referee do? What do you think in English? What does a football referee do? Abdullah,
okay.
Let's see Abdullah first, and then you can. Abdullah, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think a football referee does? What's his job? What does he usually do?
His
start and end the match and uses the blue and red cards.
Blue
and red cards.
Do you watch a lot of football, Nijad?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
It's clear.
he is check the players.
Okay, Abdullah, check the players. Important, صح? Check. A referee always checks the players. صح? What else?
Yes, and give him the card yellow or red.
Yes, yellow.
If
Yellow, not blue.
Yes.
Yellow or red.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If he doing something.
Like what? Something like what? Something good or bad?
Bad.
Yes. If the player does something bad in the game, in the match, the referee will give him a card.
Yes.
Red or yellow. Okay, that's good.
Has whispering.
Yeah, the referee has a whistle, right?
Yeah.
So if there's
have
something...
responsibility, I think.
I agree. I think referees have lots of responsibilities, especially if
special question, special.
They also wear a uniform. I think they wear some kind of uniform, which is different from the players.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think Samih has right. Referees have a lot of responsibility. They have to make sure.
The rules of the
game. They have to make sure that the players know the rules correctly. And don't make any. They don't break the rules, of course, of the game. Okay. So this is the referee. But what about
educated? They have studied.
Do you think they have to study a lot? Referees, football referees?
No.
No, not a lot.
No need.
No need.
Hello of the.
Yeah. You mean the law, the football laws and football rules? Yeah, I think you're right, Najat. I think, of course, they have to study a lot.
The law of the math.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
rules of the game. Yeah, they have to know the rules. Okay, what about Lorna? What do you think of Lorna's job? How would you describe her job? What does she do anyways? What do you think, Samiha? What does Lorna do in her job?
She works in the ambulance car, and she works on emergency cases.
Right.
And for call, I think she works just for call. If there's an emergency, she go to the place and help the patient.
Right. Yeah, but what's the difference between a paramedic and a doctor, Samiha? What do you think the difference is?
I think she just take a course and learning how to do the first aid, I think, and take the patient safe to the hospital.
Right. Yeah. So the responsibility
it's not usually as a doctor. No, it's not usually to be a doctor.
Yes. So a paramedic doesn't really treat a patient, but just saves lives when there's an emergency. If a person is not breathing, maybe, or if a person's heart has stopped, so they help them, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about interpreter? Who can tell me what does this person do? What does interpreter mean, anyways? What do you think, Hana?
We talk about
translate the conversation from one language to others.
Okay, and what do you think, Suhaib?
I don't know exactly what.
You're not sure, but what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it is translate. Yes.
Translate, maybe. Hana, what about you? What do you think an interpreter does?
Maybe it's translator.
But what's the difference between translator and interpreter? By the way, translation صح لكلكم اللي قلتوا translation صح. But there's a difference between translator and interpreter. What's the difference? Or is there a difference or no difference?
Translator online.
Okay,
at the same time.
Exactly.
Translator.
Yes, that's the meaning.
Lecture is a conference, and there is a lot of people from from different countries, and he translate
directly or at the same time. or مرات يستعملوا في جملة يقول لك in real time. مرات يقولوا في هذه الجملة in real time. أنا زي live وقت يعني real time. The space. يعني on the spot at the moment in real time. Yes, this is I think this is the difference between an interpreter and a translator. Also, translators usually work with text a lot. So this means maybe the text they have to translate is written on a paper from German to Arabic and Arabic to German, for example. This is translation. But if it's done with speech, if it's done by speaking, this is usually interpreter. All right, so now we know the 3 different jobs. Let's check a few sentences here in part number 2. It says here, match sentences 1 to 3 with photos A to C. Okay, so Selma, can you read sentence number 1, please? What does it say?
Okay, I had to study a lot and do on the job training for 3 years, but I didn't have to buy for it. The the government did.
Okay. Who do you think said this sentence? Do you think this sentence is it for photo A, or do you think photo B, or do you think photo C? Selma, what do you think? Sentence number 1. Is it for photo A, for the interpreter, or for the paramedic, or for the referee? What do you think? You can make a guess if you're not sure. Just any guess. What do you think, Rashid?
I think Rick.
You think Rick, the interpreter, you think?
Yes.
So, okay, so you think it's A. Who agrees with Rashid? Who thinks it's A? And who disagrees? Who thinks it's not A?
I think not A. C.
You think it's Bernie?
I think it's referee.
Yes.
You think it's Bernie? It's the referee?
Yes, I think that.
Okay. Any other guesses? Who thinks it's Lorna?
I think it's referee.
The referee, C. But who thinks it's B, the paramedic? Lorna, the paramedic, who thinks it's B? Anybody thinks it's B? No? B, Hannah, do you think it's B, the paramedic?
Yes, maybe.
Maybe the paramedic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's write all your answers. Of course, we can check them in the listening so we can see who's right. So some of you think it's the interpreter. Some of you think it's the referee. Some of you think it's the paramedic. Let's find out.
I think A.
You think A. Selma, you think A. The interpreter, you think it's the interpreter?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now, number 2, Hannah, can you read number 2, please? Sentence number 2.
You don't have to go to college, but you have to do a special course.
Okay, yeah.
Number B.
B, you think the paramedic?
Yes.
Lorna?
Yes.
Who agrees? Who thinks it's B?
I agree with her.
Because haven't go college, just course, special course.
Yeah, because she doesn't have to go to college. She just has to do a special course.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And number 3. Okay, so Haib, you can read number 3. Tell us what you think. So Haib, are you there? Okay,
You usually have to have a degree in the language.
Okay, a degree in languages. Who's this? Is it A, B, or C?
A.
I think it's translate.
Rick.
So you think it's Rick, the interpreter, maybe? Is that what you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. We can check that, of course. Just a second. Let me check something. Okay. So, okay, let me go to the listening. Let's see if you're right. Where is it? So we want track 28, I think. Yes. Let's see, track 28.
Track 28. Rick.
You usually have to speak 2 or more foreign languages to do an interpreting course, and you usually have to have a degree in languages. At the beginning of the course, you have to learn to listen and speak at the same time. At first, you do this in your own language.
Lorna.
You don't have to go to university to become a paramedic. I didn't. I just joined the ambulance service. I had to study a lot and do on-the-job training for 3 years, but I didn't have to pay for it. The government did. It's a great job, but the training's hard.
Bernie.
You don't have to go to college, but you have to do a special course. The good thing is, you don't have to pay very much for the course, but it's a lot of work. A referee has to know everything about the laws of the game.
Okay, so what do you think of your answers? Which ones are correct and which ones need changing?
Correct, number 3.
So Rick
Number
is
3
correct.
only, it's correct.
Yeah. What about number 1? Which one is correct? Number 1.
B.
B. Yeah, the paramedic, right? So B is correct for number 1. So this is Lorna. And number 2, it's the referee, right? It's Rick, number 2.
C.
So it's C. Okay.
Not Rick.
Sorry, Bernie. Bernie is the referee, not Rick, yeah. Okay. All right, so now we found what each person said about their job. Let's check number 4 here. I think this is the grammar question. Let's take a look. It says here, have to, had to. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So they want us to look at the phrases in bold. Okay, so let's put a box around the phrases in bold. Can you see these bold phrases? Because we're going to talk about them now. Can you see them in exercise number 3?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let me put all of them in the box and then we can answer the question. So the question is going to ask us about these bold phrases. So it says match the phrases to these meanings. So we have 4 meanings. So the first one, it says this is necessary. This is the first meaning. The second meaning is this is not necessary. Number 3, or part C, it says this was necessary in the past. So it's not necessary now, but it was necessary in the past. And the last one, it says this wasn't necessary in the past. So let's start with Abdullah. Abdullah, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Abdullah, tell us which of these 4 phrases in bold, هذول اللي بالخط العريض اللي في رقم 3, which of them have the meaning of this is necessary? What does it mean, this is necessary? Abdullah, when we say this is necessary, what does it mean?
This is necessary.
Yeah, ايش معنى لما نقول this is necessary?
هذه السيدة سيري.
No, necessary, it means something very important, ضروري, شيء ضروري حاليا.
Mrs. ولا
Necessary, with an N, not Mrs. Yeah, can you see it here, number 4? Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. الفكرة إن إحنا نبغى نوصله، يعني نبغى نختاره من واحدة من ال4 هادو بحيث تعطيك المعنى أن المعنى ضروري. something necessary. Which one shows us that something is necessary? What do you think? ما هي اللي تتكلم على حاجة necessary توا حاجة important. Which one?
Have to have.
Correct. Correct. But why? صح, but why?
Yes.
Because have to have, this is in the present.
The present.
Yes. وهذا المطلوب. This is necessary معناها مهمة توا now. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Hana, which one do you think means this is not necessary? Which one?
I had number 1.
But here حطي في بالك راء this is not necessary معناها غير ضروري and it's in the present.
Didn't have to pay.
And didn't have to pay, is it in the present or the past? What is it?
Past.
لكن احنا نبو present ولا نبو past?
Present.
Right. معناها لازم بتدوري واحدة present مش past.
Don't have to go.
That's right. Correct. صح. Why is this correct? Can you tell me why?
Because not necessary. Don't have to go.
Yes. Not necessary. وأيضا in the present. صح ولا؟ So you don't have to go. Okay. Okay. Now, Salma, what about the third one here? This was necessary in the past. Which one talks
had to
about?
Study.
Right, correct. So had to study. Had to study. This was necessary in the past. And this means the last one, Rashid, this wasn't necessary in the past. Which one? Which one is it, Rashid? What do you think?
Didn't have to pay.
Yes. So if you didn't have to pay for something, it means it wasn't necessary in the past. So let's write them here. This is necessary. Have to have. It is not necessary. Don't have to. كانت don't have to go في الأمثلة. This was necessary in the past. Had to study. واللي not necessary in the past. Didn't have to pay. طبعا هذا حسب الأمثلة اللي عندنا تحت. Okay, is it clear? Do you get the ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the rules. Okay. So we have positive and we have negative. So here we're going to talk about the present. تركيز كله على present. يعني حنتكلم عليه have to, and we also have don't have to, here negative, don't have to, and we have has to, and اللي هي negative متاعها doesn't have to. Okay. وأيضا السؤال الإضافي اللي هو which verb follows have to. خلينا من الفعل الإضافي تمام مبدئيا خلينا نجاوب الجزء الأول. Okay, so I want you to use these 4 options. هي أول واحدة have to, ثاني واحدة don't have to, number 3 has to, number 4 doesn't have to. I want you to use them in these gaps. So number 1, Samiha, can you do number 1 in the positive? What do we say? Samiha, are you there? Okay, Samiha's not there. Okay, so you can do the first one. So if you say I, you,
Yes.
we,
Have
they.
Do a course.
Have to. Okay. And in the negative, Selma, which one in the negative? Sorry. قاعدة positive. لكن عندنا he and she. Correct. Because we changed the subject he and she, we have to change have. We change it to has. All right. Najat, what about the negative? What do we use for I, you, we, they in the negative? What do we say? Are you there, Najat? Okay, Najat's not there. Okay, so Abdullah, you can do this one. In the negative, what do we use with I, you, we, they? Which one do we use, Abdullah? Do we use have to, don't have to?
Don't have.
Okay. And he, she, it, what do we use?
Doesn't have.
Doesn't?
Doesn't have.
Had or have?
Doesn't have. Have.
Right. Only have ولا doesn't have to? هل فيها to ولا ما فيهاش؟ Abdullah, what do you think? هل نستعمل to ولا من غير to? Do we say doesn't have pay ولا doesn't?
To, yes.
Okay.
Have to.
All right. Yes, very important. You have to write to. Okay, so this is how we make the positive. So you can say, I have to study. I have to do a course. I have to go to school. I have to help my parents. I have to learn English. I have to. شو معناه بالعربي I have to هنا لما نقول I have to do a course شنو القصد هنا بصفة عامة بالعربي I have to do a course
يعني أنا في كورس أنا يجب علي يعني أنا مثلا حاليا ندرس في كورس.
Okay, Hana, what's the difference between I study or I take a course and I have to do a course? What do you think? What do you think, Suhaib? What's the difference between I take a course and I have to do a course?
أنا موجود في الكورس.
Can I answer with Arabic?
Yes, you can answer.
have مجبر انك تاخذ كورس.
تمام بالضبط. لما تقول have to, this means مجبر انت صح؟ يجب عليك. ممكن في وظيفتك طالبين عليك كورس او دخولك للجامعة او حاجة زي كذا، انت مجبر صح ولا؟ I have to معناها ما عندكش خيارات في الموضوع. دي قد idea هنا.
اوكي.
فقصة have to التركيبة هذه مع بعضها have to فيها إلزام أو إجبار. أي حاجة أنت مجبر على فعلها حتقولي I have to. مثلا we all have to eat, right? هل عندنا خيار في الموضوع؟ We all have to breathe. صح ولا هنا؟ معناها الشيء الضروري حنقولوا عليه have to. You have to. I have to. موضوع إجباري. لكن الشيء الاختياري اللي هو غير إجباري نقدر نقوله I don't have to. For example, I don't have to eat chocolate every day. You can eat chocolate every day طبعا بإمكانك عندك الخيار هذا أكيد. But you don't have to. ما هوش إلزام. Right? But you have to breathe oxygen. تنفس. You have to breathe oxygen all the time. All the time. Not حتى every day, all the time. Right? فهي دي قصة تركيز الدرس كله على موضوع الجبرية هذه، الإجبار أو الإلزام، اللي هو متمركز في كلمة necessary. necessary معناها ضروري، ضروري أو إجباري أو ملزم، وعكسها طبعا not necessary. أوكي؟ والاختلاف بينها وبين الجروب سي اللي هي was necessary في الماضي.
ما عكس دكتور، ما سمعته.
لا مش not necessary، عكس necessary not necessary، حاجة غير ضرورية يعني، حاجة اختيارية.
اوكي.
أي شيء غير ضروري هو اختياري.
Yes.
And was necessary in the past، شيء كان ضروري في فترة من الفترات. مثلا when we were children it was necessary to go to school. لما كنا أطفال كان إجباري الذهاب للمدرسة. But now it's not necessary. هل في حد منكم مجبر إنه يمشي المدرسة؟
Me.
Yeah, because you're still a student. لكن اللي كملوا مثلا اللي تخرجوا معش. So for you it's necessary to go to college or university or school. So but if you when you graduate, when you finish, هيصبح الموضوع unnecessary، غير ضروري. Okay. والحاجة اللي ما عمرها كانت ضرورية حتى في الماضي نقولوا it wasn't necessary. So if I want to talk about myself, I can say it wasn't necessary for me to study every day when I was in school. يعني ما كنتش كل يوم نقرأ. Sometimes I studied, but not every day. It wasn't necessary. Do you get the idea? هنا هل وصلت الفكرة هنا؟
Yes.
هو هذا تركيز الدرس أصلا. التركيبة هذه التركيبة اللي درسناها اليوم تعتبر جديدة هي اللي هي قصة ال have to وال had to. هو هذا تركيزها على الموضوع هذا have to و had to مع بعضهم. لما تستعملهم للشيء الإجباري، الشيء اللي ضروري تديريه، حتقولي have to، ولو كان في الماضي طبعا تغيرها had to. Yeah. والغير ضروري I don't have to. شو I don't have to، هذا الشيء الغير مهم. Okay, now who can tell me how to make in the past. طب نغيره شوية. So نفس الجدول هذا, but this time we want to do it about the past. Okay, so here let's write positive and let's write negative. Okay, and negative. And the first group اللي هي فيها I, you, we, they, والمجموعة الثانية اللي هي she. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute. هنعطيكم دقيقة to think of them. لكن هذا كلهم الموجودات هنا نبغى نحولوهم لل past. So take a minute first. Here. هذا كلهم اللي في المجموعة هذه. Can you see here the ones in the circle? This one?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to change all of them to the past. But take a minute, دقيقة واحدة فكروا فيهم وحضروهم مع بعضنا. And then we'll change them. So this means you have to talk about something necessary in the present, in the past, and something that wasn't necessary. يعني بالملخص اللي حتديروها اللي هي زي هذه. اوكي. لكن الفرق الوحيد يعني بدل ما تستعمل فعل تقدر تديروا اللي هو الانفينيتيف. يعني اي فعل يمشي الحال. اوكي. So take a minute.
يعني نحط جمل من عندنا نحن.
Yes. حيكونوا مشابهات للموضوع هذا. للي موجودات في الصندوق السي ودي هذا. In the past. It has to be in the past. يعني الصندوق هذا جديد اللي فتحناه كله in the past. اوكي. لازم في الباست. سواء الشيء كان ضروري او غير ضروري. وفي المجموعة، وعندنا لازم مرة بالI ومرة بالشي أو هي، من نفس الشيء هنا، مرة بالI على نفسك، مرة ثانية مثلا على هي. Okay, so take a minute، فكروا فيهم شوية، فكروا في أمثلة and then we can check. Okay, who'd like to start first? Let's check. Rashid, can you give me an example?
Okay, I had to go on holiday.
You had to? You had to go on holiday? خلينا نكتبها. Okay, grammatically صح، كجرامر صح هي، لكن شو معناها هذه راشد؟ بالعربي يعني شو ترجمتها؟
يعني يجب أن أذهب في رحلة.
لكن في الباست هذه ولا؟ أنها بش يجب، أنها في الماضي كان يجب ولا؟ باي هل في حد يقدر يرفعوا عطلة بالسيف عليه؟
لا
هي يعني العطلة مش حتكون إجبارية، مفيش حد بينجبر على العطلة، الناس تمشي بروحها على العطلة. So this means رغم أن الجرامر صحراء يعني ما فيهاش أخطاء نحوية، لكن معنى شوية غريب شوية، يعني عادة نقولوا had to للأشياء اللي فرضت علينا، مش الأشياء الاختيارية أو الأشياء اللي نحبها يعني. فهوليداي تعتبر من الأشياء الكل يبها. تقدر تقول مثلا I needed، احتجت، في فرق، هذه جملة تانية. مثلا I needed، ولا حتى need لو في present، تو نقول لك الفرق. I need to go on holiday. Okay, and I needed to go on holiday. Okay, Lola, I need to go on holiday. Maybe you have lots of responsibilities and lots of stress at work, so you need to go on holiday. So you're talking to your colleague, تكلم في زميلك أو زميلتك, that you want to go on holiday, you need to go on holiday. Okay, هذه ماشي حالها. ولا لو بتتكلم عن مثلا السنة اللي فاتت، مثلا كانت عندك فترة ضغط، تقدر تقول I needed to go on holiday last year. Okay, so let's think of another example. Salma, would you like to give me an example and something necessary in the past?
Okay. I had to go. I had to call my friend.
Okay, but why? About what? هو صح، grammatically صح، لكن أعطينا السبب. ايش الموضوع؟ علاش اضطريتي لأنك تكلمي صاحبتك؟ Why? Okay, نخليها هي منطقية. مثلا you can say I had to call my friend because tomorrow, or because we had an exam. صح ولا؟ مثلا كان عندكم امتحان وكنتي ضروري كلمات تتأكدي من حاجة مثلا.
Yeah.
I had to call my friend because we had an exam. Or I had to call my friend because I left my phone at her house. نسيتي تليفونك أو نسيتي حاجة عندها. بس مبدئيا صح. I had to call my friend. Okay, Selma, what about, let's see someone else.
Me.
Yes, Hannah, go ahead.
I didn't had to go work because I had a party.
Okay, I didn't have to go to work because I had a party. Okay, نحوين كويسة.
She didn't had to travel by car.
He didn't have to travel by car.
Because her house near her job near her house.
Because her job is, or because she works near her house, right? House. Very good example. The second one, أحسن من الأول. I didn't have to go to work because I had a party. أعتقد هذا العذر غير مقبول في العمل, right? If your boss asks you, why didn't you come yesterday? Hannah, تقولي لهم because I had a party?
No. Yes, no.
Yeah, مش حيعتبروه يوم غياب, حيديروا لك خصم أكيد.
You should lie.
Yeah, you should lie. حتى كان عندك حفلة تكذب عليهم تقولي أنا مريضة. Because I was sick. تقولي لهم I was ill. Because if you say party, it's a problem. Unless maybe a wedding party. هم أعتقد يعطوا في عطل للعراس. ندري لو بالنظام الغربي يعطوا فيه ممكن يوم واحد اللي هي المناسبات متاع أقارب الدرجة الأولى فقط. أعتقد نفس الشيء للعراس وللمآتم يعطوا في ممكن يوم فقط أو يومين، أو مآتم ممكن يعطوا في 3، لكن أقارب درجة أولى فقط. أقارب درجة ثانية عمام خالات الكلام هذا ما يمشيش عندي. أقارب درجة أولى maybe but okay but لكن نحويا grammatically أهم شيء أنك correct كلها correct. Okay, let's think of the last example. مثال أخير ل positive بالنسبة لشيء. سميحة, can you give us an example? Okay. Something that was necessary in the past for she.
For she. About she had to book a cake for her son's birthday 2 days before it.
Okay. She had to book a cake. It's a bit strange. Order maybe أحسن ولا? She had to order a cake.
The idea is
and لازم بالوقت
at some time maybe you will not have.
You will not get it.
Should book it before.
Yes.
2 days or 3 days before. That's what I mean. That's very necessary.
Yeah. She had to order it. 2 days. Okay. Now, like this, it's okay. Can you see this? She had to order a cake 2 days before her son's birthday.
Yes.
So it means you ordered it before the birthday. Because if you order it on the same day, maybe you won't get it. So it has to be in advance. It has to be early, right?
Yes.
All right. So I think you get the idea what the focus is here, right? The focus is talking about things which are necessary. Necessary ديما في بالكم أن شيء ضروري ملزم. والnecessary هذه ممكن تكون now حاجة إجبارية حاليا زي الأمثلة هذه اللي في الدائرة. I have to do a course. They have to do a course. We have to. يعني تو هذا حاليا الكلام. أو in the past. I had to call my friend. I had to order. هذه الأشياء الإجبارية في present, in the present, now, or in the past. وبالمقابل عندنا الشيء اللي هو غير إجباري حاليا. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to use a car. ولو كان في الماضي I didn't have to go to work yesterday because it was Friday. مثلا لو بنستعملوا مثال حقيقي لقصة شيء غير إجباري, so we can say we don't have to go to work tomorrow because it's Friday. You don't have to go to work. It's holiday, right? ما فيش إجبار للذهاب إلى العمل. Now I'm going to show you
For
this.
me there is.
For you there is. If you have duty, so there is. Yeah. Okay. Now let me show you the summary. خلينا نشوف الملخص. Maybe there are important tips we can take a look at. So let's take a look. So here on the left it says blah blah. هذا مكرر نفسه. Okay, so this means هذه التركيبة. This is the grammatical form. It says we make positive sentences with have to or have to plus infinitive. يعني دائما حيجي infinitive بعدهم, right? So I have to go, I have to sleep, I have to do, I have to study, I have to eat, I have to drive, I have to work. أي حاجة حطوا معها infinitive هتعطيكم معنى اللي هو الإجباري, الشيء الإجباري. نفس الشيء في النيجاتيف, فقط بتضيفوا don't أو doesn't. يعني نوعا ما نفس قواعد ال present simple. عرفت اللي تعلمناه قبل في ال present simple نفسه اللي خدتوه في الاليمنتري, نفس الكلام. يعني كجرامر ما فيش أي شيء يتغير, صح ولا؟ لاحظة نفس التركيبة. فيها don't, فيها doesn't في النيجاتيف, وفيها الانفينيتيف في البوزيتيف. الفرق الوحيد اللي هي إضافة مقطع ال have to أو ال has to, هذا ينضاف. لكن باقي الجملة تستمر كما هي. Okay? So this is something necessary or unnecessary in the present. ولو الكلام كان على شيء ضروري أو غير ضروري في الماضي in the past, نفس الطريقة كأنكم تستعملوا في past simple. بتستعملوا didn't في النيجاتيف, وتستعملوا had to. الهاف ترجع للهاد, والinfinitive يقعد زي ما هو. So they had to call their friend. She had to call her friend. They had to drive to school. We had to listen to the teacher. We had to take the course, and so on. Okay. Let's see if we have any tips. Okay, let's zoom in on this interesting cartoon. Okay, Hannah, can you read the first cartoon, please?
What time?
Yeah, this one. Can you read the first one?
Okay. What time do you usually have to get up? 5:30.
Okay, معناها هي شن سألتها السؤال؟ شن قلت لها؟
What time?
بالعربي يعني شن سألتها؟
يعني أنت تنوض الساعة كم؟
لا.
يجب تنوض الساعة هذه؟
لو
مجبور إنك تنوض الساعة هذه.
أيوة. لو كان سؤال تسأل فيه عادي أنت يفيق راهو قلت له what time do you usually ما فيش المقطع هذا. تو كان هيك صح كلامك. أنا لو قلت له هي what time do you usually get up, هذا البريزنت سيمبل العادي بتاع الروتينز اللي خدناه في الاليمنتري, صح؟ What time do you usually get up? I usually get up at 9 o'clock. What time do you go to work? I go to work. هذا اللي هو الروتين العادي. لكن الجديد اللي خش على الخط هذا الموضوعنا بتاع اليوم اللي هي إضافة هي الصغيرة، هي ما غيرتش من الجرامر بتاع الجملة هي لو تلاحظوا، لكن غيرت في المعنى. يعني هي سألتها أنت ضروري عليك أو لازم أنك أنت تفيق كل يوم أنت. فطبعا هذا بحكم وظيفته لأنه يشتغل باين في البريد، فضروري ما بكري بينوت.
كانت تسأل كم مثلا يبدأ العمل بتاعك هيك
بصفة عامة يعني بالضبط. أنت ضروري ما تصحى أنت، يعني أنت. This is the idea. Okay, what about Abdullah? Can you read the second example? What does the second example mean, Abdullah? The second cartoon, I mean. Can you read this? Are you there? Can you hear us, Abdullah? Okay, Abdullah's not there. Okay, Selma, you can read the next example. Tell us about the next example.
Okay, did you have to get up early today? No, I didn't.
فشن قالت له يعني شن قال لها صاحبها؟ شن سألها؟ What does
English
it mean?
or Arabic? In Arabic.
Yes, in Arabic, yes.
يعني هل أنت تحتاج إنك أنت تنوض الصباح بكري؟
هل يسأل فيه بصفة عامة ولا سأل على اليوم بس؟
لا اليوم بس. هل أنت تحتاج إنك أنت يعني تنوض بكري اليوم؟
بالضبط، احتجت يسأل فيه على اليوم لأنه فات خلاص موعد الاستيقاظ. شوفيهم قاعدين في قهوة شكله ظهر ممكن هو عشية صح؟ فسأل على الصبح هو، فقال له اليوم صبحية اليوم هل كنت ضروري هل اضطريت أنك أنت تفيق بكري؟ فشن قال له؟ قال له no I didn't. ممكن اليوم كان عطلة عنده. You get the idea? سلمى وصلت الفكرة؟ Yeah. So this is the idea, okay? Whenever you want to talk about something necessary هيكون بالطريقة هذه. حنتكلموا اللي هي الأشياء
زي الشد.
الشد أخف تعتبر. الشد ما زال أخف. ال have to فيها إجبار. لو أنا نقول لك you have to study الموضوع ما هوش اختياري، شبه أجبرتك أنا. you have to زي مثلا الأمهات لما يبدأ مثلا الصغير ما يبيش يأكل، فالأم مثلا الأمهات اللي نقولوا في بريطانيا بتقول you have to eat. مش بجوك، مش بكيفك، هو تاكل غصبا عنك تكملها الصينية. you have to finish it. ولا مثلا اللي بدأ عنده صغير امتحان غدوة يقول مثلا اليوم يقول مامي I don't want to study، تقول له you have to study. مش على كيفك غصبا عنك تقرأ. so have to فيها إجبار أقوى من الشد. الشد أخف، الشد فيها نوع من النصح. يعني مثلا لو شخص قريب ليكم مثلا يدخن تقدر تقول you should stop smoking. you should stop. it's not good for you. you should stop مثلا. فهم قراب من بعض صح، لكن ال have to أقوى ما زال في الإجبار. should فيها نوع من النصح.
نصيحة
أقرب للنصيحة. should. you should study. you should do some exercise. you shouldn't eat unhealthy food. مش كويس ليك. you shouldn't. So this is the idea. Okay? This means in our next lesson إن شاء الله في الحصة القادمة حنتكلموا اللي هو على نديروا بهم exercise. we have a very nice exercise. خلينا نوريه لكم. So we will do it. We'll talk about it. Here it is. This is on Sunday. So we will start with the exercise about Bernie's training. And we'll also do exercise number 9 and 10. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Thank you for your time. Have a good weekend and see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you on Sunday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.